The stones of Avebury, like a mouthful of bad English teeth. Good morning, welcome to Going to Ground. Well, I'm stood right in the middle of this gigantic moor and ready to be swallowed, no doubt spat out. You can liken the ancient circle here to many things, but it's always seemed to me like a set of jaws, unkempt and crooked teeth. In and around, of course, the commuting traffic is looping and the sheep are grazing and sleeping against the stones in the neighbouring field here. And famously, the village bisects the Avebury stone circle, and it's one of the uniquely appealing things about this site, that the heritage is not kept at arm's length. It's just in the midst of life. You can come and approach the stones. I found out that they've all got names, actually. I didn't realise this, or the main ones have. This is one of the biggest. Look at this, great slab. I think that might be the Swindon stone. I've just seen I've just been looking at a book about it. I think the one at the end there, that may be the Swindon stone. But the major ones have got their own names. I need to find out what they are. But yes, this is a human place, and its mystery, of course, is what it's saying about who we were and what it tells us about the past life. Look, there's the embankment and ditch that encircles the stones. And goodness me, if it looks that impressive now, what must that have been like 5,000 years ago when it was carved out of the earth? And so it speaks, like all bits of landscape, even the humblest back garden, it says something about us. And albeit mutely, from the distant past. Psalms talk about this, the way that the earth gives voice. Day and night, it pours forth speech, but the voice is not heard. And there's a sort of paradox there. The ground speaks, but it has to be interpreted, it has to be articulated, and that's the human task. Sorry, it's getting windy again. Whoops! Slipped down the bank. It's getting windy again, like at Old Sarum on Monday. And the human job, as George Herbert said, is to be a secretary of praise, to set down, to try to give voice to the relationship between God, the land, and us. That threefold, triangular relationship, which is at the heart of the scriptural story. You can read the whole Bible as an interaction of those three players: earth, land, God. And how does one relate to the other? So what does your place say about you? Not about you necessarily, but about us as people. What does the street, or the way the land is, what is it saying? And maybe there's a way you can articulate that in journaling or painting, sketching, offering it up before God, or even just talking about it and going on a walk in and amongst it. It was in the urban landscape that I first got fascinated by landscape, by the fields beneath the concrete, because of course they're still there. So wherever you are, let the land speak forth. And I'll finish by giving you an aspect from up on the top of the embankment of the gigantic jaws of Avebury. God bless you as you go to ground.